In your headline, CSIRT clarifies why cyber breach stayed hidden. Opposition leader demands an official explanation on the hacking incident. No meeting is planned to take place between Iran and the US, says Iranian Foreign Ministry. Sri Lanka, New Zealand under 85 kilogram rugby clash today.
The top story on Gold FM.
Sri Lanka Computer Emergency Readiness Team offered an explanation on the steps taken by them following the incident where the treasury was hacked and $2.5 million was stolen. Its lead information security engineer Charukka Damunupula said that a forensic analysis on the system is ongoing and technical precautions have been recommended. The incident has drawn significant attention from international media. This comes amid reports that such a cyber breach could be the first of its kind recorded in the country's history. Speaking to our staff reporter Avin Indrasoma on the program The Exchange, Damunupula first explained how the incident took place.
How does a government lose $2.5 million?
In terms of this particular incident, it's what we call a business email compromise or payment redirection fraud. So what happened in this sort of incident is it can be either an email account compromise or someone third-party entity can impose or even impersonate as a legitimate payment receiver. So in like similar scenarios, what happened is the third party has managed to get in hold with the email communication and managed to redirect the payment details to a third-party account. So that's what happened in a normal business email compromise. So we believe in this similar incident as well, the BEC has happened.
He then commented on why the incident came into light only after more than 3 months of its occurrence.
We saw the Secretary to the Treasury come out and say the reason they didn't reveal that this happened for 3 or so months was the fact that the hacker might cover their trails. Don't you think it's quite ridiculous to think that the hacker wouldn't have covered his trails if they did not come out and make a public announcement?
This is all about like investigation where the law enforcement will come and continue their investigation. If you look at similar accounts, what we see is this money can be going through several transaction accounts or travel through several countries as well. So and also it might end up in several virtual assets as well. So for that particular reasons...
But that could happen irrespective of the ministry coming out and saying this has happened or not.
Yeah,
right?
But the thing is sometimes this money can be come out in different forms, I think. So for that particular reason, these investigations should align with all sort of anti-money laundering acts and everything. So
was this a recommendation by your team?
That's mainly coming from the law enforcement authority.
Not SLCERT. Did SLCERT agree with this recommendation?
So it doesn't have to be from us because we are mainly looking at the technical aspect. So in terms of finding the suspect and tracing the money, this falls under the law enforcement and their expertise.
When quizzed on the measures taken so far to address the issue, this is what he had to say.
What sort of steps were taken within the infiltrated system?
In terms of the system, I think the forensic analysis is ongoing and also some technical precautions has been also recommended by our investigation teams.
Is this system still being used or has it been put temporarily on hold?
The system is still in use under more monitoring supervision.
Can you guarantee that this would not repeat within this specific system, at least at this time?
That's the most difficult question to answer because you cannot achieve, let's say, 100% security. So in this world, advancement of technology, the AI coming into play, you cannot say that this system is fully secured now. So that's why you need to have this continuous monitoring, continuous compliance, governance, and everything has to be in more advanced level in order to prevent any future attacks.
We've seen the central bank governor, we have seen every private bank in the nation send so many messengers, do so many awareness campaigns about how you don't have to share your OTPs, how you have to be careful, how you shouldn't act on random calls. How did it feel like knowing that this sort of a mistake was done at the top of our monetary system?
So that's the kind of a more complicated question in terms of awareness. It can happen in either from top level or from the bottom or anywhere. Whether it's regardless of your education levels, your occupation or your knowledge level, your IT literacy, your computer literacy, whatever, it can happen into anyone. So that's why as in general, the awareness should cover the entire ecosystem of the organization in order to uplift their knowledge.
The full interview is available on our Hero News International YouTube page.
This is the local news on Gold FM.
Opposition leader Sajid Premadasa claimed that the government is yet to issue an official statement regarding the hacking incident. Yesterday, Prime Minister Harini Amarasuriya said that a proper investigation is underway into the incident with international assistance. However, addressing the media in Malsiripura, the opposition leader expressed further concerns over the matter and criticized the lack of transparency surrounding the situation. In the interest of clarity, we refrain from dubbing his remarks.
රටට අහිමි වුණු ඩොලර් ලක්ෂ 25 පිළිබඳව විධිමත් පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් සිදු වෙලා නැහැ. රජය නියෝජනය කරමින් සූර්යක් පෙරුම මහතා එක විග්‍රහයක් කරා. නියෝජ්‍ය අමාත්‍ය අනිල් ජයන්ත මහතා තවත් විග්‍රහයක් කරා. ණය කළමනාකරන ආයතනයේ අඩුපාඩුවක් විදේශ සම්පත් දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවේ අඩුපාඩුවක් මේ කරුණු කාරණා පිළිබඳව විධිමත් විස්තරයක් තවමත් රටට මේ කාර්යක්ෂමයයි කියන ආණ්ඩුව ඉදිරිපත් කරන්නට අපොහොසත් වෙලා තිබෙනවා.
More views were expressed on the political stage regarding the disappearance of funds from the Treasury. Leader of the National Freedom Front, former MP Vimal Veeravansa, Deputy Minister Namal Karunaratne, and MPs Mujibur Rahman, Kavinda Jayawardena, and Chandana Suryarachi have all shared their opinions on the matter. Political Bureau member of the Frontline Socialist Party, Indrananda De Silva, also commented, along with the Vice Chairman of the United National Party, Navin Dissanayake. Additionally, MP Dilith Jayavira and President's Counsel Maitri Gunaratne also expressed their opinions. In the interest of clarity, we refrain from dubbing their remarks.
මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ ලේකම් හර්ෂණ මහතා කියනවා මේ පිළිබඳව ප්‍රසිද්ධියට පත්වෙන ආකාරයට කටයුතු නොකලේ හැකර්වරු හැංගෙන්න ඉඩ තිබ්බ නිසා. එතුමා හිතාගෙන ඇති ඔය කියන හැකර්ලා පඳුරක් අස්සේ රිංගගෙන සල්ලි ටික අරගෙන ඊට පස්සේ තව පඳුරක් අස්සට යයි ඒ වගේ බියක් වෙන්නේ නැති එතුමා ඉදිරිපත් කරනවා. මේක තෝසේ කඩයක්ද පෙට්ටි කඩයක්ද? ලැජ්ජයි. මේක පැහැදිලිවම හොරකමක්. මේ හැකර් වෙන කවුරුවත් නෙවෙයි මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ ලේකම්. බඩබුරුලුණත් CID එකට යන ජනාධිපති ලේකම්තුමා මේකට CID නොගියේ ඇයි? බබා පාට් දාන්න එපා මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ ලේකම්තුමෝ. තනතුරෙන් ඉල්ලාස් වෙන්න නොකරනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ මුදල් ඇමති මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ ලේකම් දෙන්නම එකට එකතු වෙලා තමයි මේ රොබරිය කරේ.
මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ විදියට ඊට අදාළ මැදිහත්වීමක් කරමින් ඉන්නවා. මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශී ඊට අදාළ විධිමත් පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් ඇත්තටම ඉදිරියට කරાવી.
දැන් මම දැක්කා මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ ලේකම් කියනවා මේ හැක් කරලා කියලා. මේක හැක් එකක් නෙමෙයි. මේක පැහැදිලිවම වෙනත් ගිණුමකට සල්ලි යවලා තියෙනවා. මේගොල්ලෝ දැන් මේ එන චෝදනාවල් වලින් ගැලවෙන්න තමයි හැක් කරයි කියලා කියන්නේ. මේක දැනගෙන හංගගෙන හිටියද කියන එක ජනාධිපතිතුමා කියන්න ඕන.
ඒගොල්ලෝ කියන්නේ මොකද? නිශ්චිතව ඔප්පු කරන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. මුන් නිශ්චිතව හොරගම් කරලා අපිට කියනවා නිශ්චිතව ඔප්පු කරන්නලු. ඉතින් මේ ආණ්ඩුවේ කරපු මෝඩකමට කරපු දෙයක් එහෙම නැත්නම් සෙට්ලා කරපු හොරකමක්. එතකොට ඒක කතා කරන හිරු නාලිකාව වගේ නාලිකාවලට අද මාධ්‍ය මර්ධනය කරන්න හදනවා.
2026 මුල ජනවාරි වල ඕස්ට්‍රේලියානු අපනයන මූල්‍ය ආයතනයකට ගෙවී යුතු මුදලක් ඩොලර් මිලියන 2.5ක මුදලක් වෙනත් විද්‍යුත් ලිපිනයකට අදාළ ගිණුමකට බැර කිරීමක් සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා.
ඉතිහාසයේ පළවෙනි වතාවට භාණ්ඩාගාරයට මේ වගේ මහා බරපතල කෝටි ගානක පිල්ලි ගහපු ක්‍රියාවලියකට අදාළ මුදල් අමාත්‍යාංශ ලේකම් මාස දෙකකට වැඩි කාලයක් යනකම් ඇයි CID එකට පැමිණිලි කරුවේ නැත්තේ? මේ CID එකේ මහපුටුවේ ඉන්න ශානිය අබේසේකර කියන්නේ රංජන් රාමනායකගේ ගෙදර මාස ගාණක් බුදු සර් මම ඔබතුමාගේ ගෙදර වළංගු හොදන්නම් කියපු જાති බඩුවක්. පෞගිය ඡන්ද කාලෙම ජාතික ජනබලවේගයේ NPP එකේ වේදිකා මැත්තේ නැගගෙන කතා පවත්වපු ආදී. එහෙම මිනිහෙක් ස්වාධීන පුද්ගලෙක් කියලා කියන තරම් අපිට නම් පිස්සුවක් නැහැ.
මූලික ණය ගිවිසුමේ තිබෙනවා යැවිය යුතු මුදල් ටික යැවිය යුතු ඇත්ත accounts ටික. ඉතින් ඇයි ඒ account numbers වලට යවන්නේ නැතුව ඊමේල් එකේ ආව accounts වලට යවන්නේ?
හැකර්වරු ඇතුල් වෙලා නැහැ මේකට. මේක ඇවිල්ලා ඊමේල් එකක් එවලා තිනවා. ඒ ඊමේල් එකටම කෝල් කරලා අහනවා මේ ඔබද කියලා. එතකොට ඔව් මම කියනවා. එතකොට සල්ලි දානවා. දුර්වල රාජ්‍ය නිර්මාණය කිරීමේ ප්‍රතිඵල.
මේ ආණ්ඩුව පොට්ටපල් හොරු. මේගොල්ලන් දවල් කාලේ මේවා බිඳලා තියෙන්නේ මහ බැංකුව. ඔය හර්ෂණ සූර්යක් පෙරුම කියන මිනිස්සයාව වහාම අත්තඩංගුවට අරගෙන ඉදිරිපත් කරන්න. ඒකෙන් පස්සේ තමයි මේ විමර්ශනය කරන්නේ.
The Criminal Investigation Department recorded a statement from Professor Maitri Vikramasinghe, the wife of former President Ranil Vikramasinghe, at their residence yesterday. The statement was obtained over an ongoing investigation into allegations that 16.6 million rupees in public funds were misused. The funds are said to have been spent during a period when former President Vikramasinghe was on an official visit to the US and had also attended a university graduation ceremony in London involving his wife. CID officers reportedly spent nearly 4 hours recording the statement. In relation to the same incident, former President Ranil Vikramasinghe was previously arrested and later released on bail. One railway track on the coastal line, which is blocked following the derailment of the Sagarika Express train, has been restored and reopened for train operations. The Department of Railways stated that the down line of the coastal railway has been cleared, allowing limited train services to resume. The Sagarika Express train, carrying over 2,000 passengers along with the double power set, derailed yesterday morning, causing significant inconvenience to commuters. The train, which started its journey from Beliatham, derailed yesterday at around 7:25 a.m. in the Vaddu area. As a result, train services on the coastal line were restricted between Colombo and Panadura and from Beliatham to Kalutara South. Both railway tracks sustained considerable damage due to the incident. Authorities deployed 2 additional trains to transport stranded passengers to Colombo.
Now for some news in brief.
The Department of Examination stated that the competitive examination for recruitment to Grade 3 of the Sri Lanka Principal Service, which was scheduled to be held tomorrow, was postponed until further notice.
The business news on Gold FM.
And now it's time for a stock market update brought to you by Roshan Fernando of Capital Trust Securities.
The stock market closed the week largely flat after a high volatile session. The All-Share Price Index increased 1.05 points to close at 22,567. The more liquid S&P SL 20 index, however, dropped 1.12% to close at 6,204. The market amounted 2.07 billion of turnover. Trading was levered by active participation in commercial bank, Luminix, HV Foods. Trading interest was mainly concentrated in capital goods, food and beverages and banking sector. Total 111 stocks declined in price by 89 gain. Ceylon Tobacco, John Keys Holdings, the products were the key contributors towards the non-All-Share Price Index increase.
International news on Gold FM.
The White House confirmed that Special Envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are traveling to Islamabad to engage in direct peace negotiations with Iranian officials. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt stated the delegation intends to hear proposals from the Iranian side following what she described as progress in recent days. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi is currently in the Pakistani capital Islamabad to discuss proposals for restarting peace talks with the United States. However, a spokesperson for the Iranian Foreign Ministry, Ismail Baghe, disputed these claims on social media, asserting that no such meeting exists on the current agenda. Baghe noted that while Iranian representatives are in the Pakistani capital, they intend to relay observations only to Pakistani mediators. These conflicting reports emerge as President Donald Trump suggested that Iran might soon present a formal offer to the United States. Vice President J.D. Vance remains on standby to join the discussions if the weekend talks show significant signs of a breakthrough.
Entertainment news on Gold FM.
Lionsgate's Michael Jackson biopic Michael has soared to the biggest preview haul of the year with $12.6 million in North American previews, topping Project Hail Mary and setting an all-time opening day record for a musical biopic. Despite poor reviews and behind-the-scenes turmoil, projections for the film have surged from an initial $60 million to between $65 million and $80 million for its opening weekend, which would surpass Bohemian Rhapsody and Straight Outta Compton as the biggest debut ever for a musical biopic.
Sports news on Gold FM.
Jayatra Sampath Miranda claimed a bronze medal for Sri Lanka in the men's long jump at the 6th Asian Beach Games currently taking place in Sanya, China. This achievement marks the third medal for the Sri Lankan contingent following earlier successes in the women's athletics events. The two-match series between the Sri Lankan national rugby team and New Zealand's under-85kg team will commence today. The first match will be held this evening at the Colombo Racecourse, with kick-off scheduled at 6 p.m. The second match will be held on the 3rd of May at the Nittaveli Stadium in Kandy. CR and FC skipper Lassindu Karunatilaka will lead the Sri Lankan side for this two-match series. Hiru Media Network, including Hiru FM and Sun FM, serves as the official radio broadcaster for the tournament. Meanwhile, two more matches of the school's rugby league will be held this evening. Trinity College will play against Lumbini College, while Kingswood College will lock horns with Zahira College. Meanwhile, yesterday, St. Peter's College ruthlessly defeated Mahanam College by 67-0. St. Joseph's College won against Ananda College by 41 points to 19. Sri Sumangala College claimed a narrow victory over DS Senanayaka College by 28-26. St. Thomas's College, meanwhile, lost to Thurston College by 27 points to 24. The 52nd limited overs encounter between St. Peter's College and St. Joseph's College will commence this morning at the SSC in Colombo. That's it for the news. I'm Atik Rumi. Have a great day.
Text your request now. Type GOLD, leave a space, type your message, and send it to 7766. The Total Request Weekend on Gold FM.
93 or 93.2 FM.